Welcome to the future of leadership and management. Leaders and managers are at the forefront of navigating uncharted waters in a world that's changing faster than ever. The challenges and opportunities ahead are immense, from globalization to artificial intelligence, sustainability to crisis management. Today, we'll explore 8 transformative trends shaping the future of leadership and how you can rise to meet them. Why are we here, talking about the future of leadership? Because leadership isn't about a title or a position. It's about a choice to look out for the person to your left and to look out for the person to your right. It's about creating an environment where people feel safe, where they feel trusted, and where they can bring their best selves to work. In this rapidly evolving world, the ability to make that choice, to lead with purpose and empathy, is more critical than ever before. The trends we're about to discuss aren't just abstract concepts, they are powerful currents reshaping our organizations, our economies, and our societies. Understanding them is the first step, but the real journey begins when we ask ourselves, how can we harness these trends to build something better? How can we lead in a way that inspires trust, fosters innovation, and creates lasting, positive impact? That's the question we'll explore together. Globalization. It's a word we hear often, sometimes with trepidation, sometimes with excitement. But what does it truly mean for us as leaders? At its core, globalization is about connection. It's the undeniable truth that we are all part of a larger human story. It has transformed our world and revealed the immense potential in our shared humanity. Our greatest strengths emerge when we embrace this interconnectedness. Together, we can achieve what none of us can achieve alone. And this brings us to diversity. Diversity isn't just a buzzword, it's the essence of a thriving system. The most innovative teams bring together a variety of perspectives. Diverse teams consistently outperform the competition. Companies that understand this actively seek, nurture, and celebrate diversity. Inclusion unlocks the power of diversity. It's about creating an environment where every individual feels safe to contribute. Companies fostering cross-cultural collaboration build bridges of understanding. The journey towards true globalization and diversity requires us to break down barriers. We stand at the cusp of an era defined by breathtaking technological advancement, with artificial intelligence leading the charge. These technologies are reshaping industries and redefining what's possible. In healthcare, AI enables precise diagnostics and accelerates research. Imagine algorithms detecting diseases earlier and more accurately. This isn't science fiction, it's reality. In finance, AI sharpens decision-making and detects fraud. It's optimizing investments and personalizing services. This power revolutionizes business operations, but with great power comes great responsibility. We must ask not just what technology can do, but what it should do. Ensuring ethical AI development is crucial. We must prevent bias and promote transparency. Building fair, robust systems aligned with our values is essential. Leaders must harness technology's potential while mitigating risks. For too long, profit and the well-being of our planet was seen as mutually exclusive. But a shift is underway. Sustainability is now a core necessity for thriving organizations. The health of businesses is linked to the health of communities and the environment. A finite planet cannot sustain infinite exploitation. Companies like Patagonia and Interface show that purpose and profit can go hand in hand. They integrate sustainability into every decision, process, and product. This approach fosters resilience, enhances brand reputation, and builds trust. Workforce development and talent management, cultivating human potential. In any organization, the most valuable asset is its people. Your workforce is the true engine of innovation and growth. Investing in people unlocks immense potential. Companies like Microsoft and Zappos understand this. They cultivate talent and foster continuous learning. Prioritizing learning is essential in a fast-changing world. Leaders must provide opportunities for growth. Empower individuals to take ownership of their development. Focus on employee well-being is equally important. Organizational culture and change, the bedrock of resilience. In today's world, the one constant we can all rely on is change. Markets shift, technologies evolve, and new challenges emerge with increasing frequency. In this dynamic landscape, a strong, adaptive organizational culture is not just a nice to have, it is the absolute bedrock of resilience and sustained success. Why is culture so critical? Because it's the invisible hand that guides how people behave, how they interact, and how they respond to the inevitable disruptions and opportunities that come their way. It's the organization's immune system. Leaders who understand the power of culture don't just talk about it, they actively shape it. They foster adaptability by encouraging experimentation, by creating psychological safety where people feel comfortable taking risks and learning from failures. They promote open communication, ensuring that information flows freely, that feedback is welcomed, and that everyone feels heard. This transparency builds trust, and trust is the currency of effective change management. When people trust their leaders and understand the why behind the change, they are far more likely to embrace it. Think of an organization navigating a major market disruption or a technological shift. If the culture is rigid, fearful, and resistant to new ideas, change will be met with friction and anxiety. But if the culture is one of learning, collaboration, and shared purpose, the same disruption can become a catalyst for innovation and growth. Leaders who cultivate such a culture empower their teams not just to cope with transformation, but to actively drive it, to see it as an opportunity to evolve and become stronger. Building a culture of resilience is about more than just bouncing back from adversity. It's about bouncing forward. 6. Ethical leadership and governance, the foundation of trust. In a world increasingly skeptical of institutions, ethical leadership is essential for building trust and driving sustainable impact. Leadership is a human endeavor built on relationships and trust. Ethical behavior is the bedrock of trust. Without it, leadership falters and organizations crumble. Companies like Coca-Cola and Unilever lead with integrity, embedding ethical governance into their core operations. They understand their long-term viability depends on strong, moral principles. Ethical leaders create a powerful ripple effect, fostering a culture where ethical behavior is the norm. They set the tone from the top, inspiring their teams to act with conviction. This strengthens the organization's ethical fiber and impacts the wider community. Crisis management, leading through uncertainty with clarity and courage. Crises test our systems, resolve, and leadership. Effective crisis management is about strategic thinking, clear communication, and unwavering courage. People look to leaders for reassurance, direction, and a steady hand. Proactive risk management can mitigate or prevent crises. Clear, consistent, and empathetic communication is critical. Transparency builds trust and counters misinformation. Strategic thinking involves immediate response and future resilience. It demands calm, analytical approaches and rallying a team around a common purpose. 8. Collaboration and partnerships, the multiplier effect of shared purpose. In an interconnected world, no single entity can solve significant challenges alone. Collaboration unlocks extraordinary results, bringing together diverse perspectives and shared resources. Partnerships are the vehicles for this collaboration. Consider global partnerships reducing maternal mortality. These initiatives save lives and transform systems. Shared purpose aligns efforts to tackle complex problems. Leaders must be bridge builders and champions of collective vision. The future of leadership is defined by effective collaboration. The future of leadership is not some distant abstract concept. It is being forged right now by the choices we make and the actions we take. It is yours to shape. You can lead with purpose and impact by embracing the interconnectedness of globalization, by ethically harnessing the power of technology, by committing to sustainability and social responsibility, and by upholding the highest standards of ethical governance. These are not just trends, they are invitations to lead differently, to lead better. Harness the insights from data analytics to make informed decisions, but never lose sight of the human element. Foster collaboration, build bridges, and create partnerships that amplify your impact. Cultivate a culture of resilience where change is embraced as an opportunity and where your people feel safe to learn, grow, and contribute their very best. Let's collectively commit to creating a world where leadership genuinely inspires, consistently innovates, and profoundly transforms our organizations and communities for the better. Ready to lead the future? We believe you are. Visit our blog www.blog.mcdonaldconsultancy.com for more insights on leadership and management trends that empower you to make a difference. Please share your thoughts, your experiences, and your questions in the comments below. Let's build a vibrant community of inspired leaders, learning from and supporting one another. Until next time, keep leading with purpose, because the world needs your leadership now more than ever.